Good morning, everybody. We are starting our class. I hope that everyone can see my screen and also audible to all of you. Can you please confirm in the chat box, please? We are executing one special course on building blocks of programming on the Unacademy programming YouTube channel. Hi Pooja. Pooja, can you listen to me clearly? And in this particular course, we are planned to take 12 classes. Okay. So in these 12 classes already, we have taken the class on introduction to number system. We have taken the class on deep dive into binary number system, truth tables and logic gates, introduction to flowcharts, introduction to variables, operators and conditional 1, introduction to variables, operators and conditional 2. We have taken all these classes and also we have taken the class. Okay, thank you Pooja. We have also taken the class introduction to loops. Now today's class is on beginner problem solving with loops. So today's class is on beginner problem solving with loops. We're going to have another 2 classes on the loop control. There is an intermediate problem solving with loops and advanced problem solving with loops. And then we shall take 2 classes on arrays. Introduction to arrays and problem solving with arrays. So these are the cases we are having here. Okay, I hope that everyone has got my point. So today we are going to have this beginner problem solving with loops. I shall show you multiple different programs, how to solve it in a very efficient way. So I shall write my code, I shall show you how to be done, and if you ask me, I can also run the code on some coding portal. Okay, so that's my purpose. I am Arnab Chakraborty from Kolkata, West Bengal, India. I am taking this class and I am having more than 27 years of academic teaching experience, and also in parallel I am having 13 years of corporate training experiences. I have conducted training programs for more than 250 companies across the globe, almost in all the industry verticals, in multiple different technologies, in multiple different domain. I have given the training. I used to give training in mainly in the IT domain, in data science, in machine learning, deep learning, in the domain of big data, in the domain of programming, Android programming, Kotlin, Java, C, C++, Perl, Python. We're having the R script, and there are so many other like the Prolog, Lisp. There are so many other programming languages. I also give training in the domain of quality control, as I'm the Six Sigma Master Black Belt. So I used to give the training on quality control, Six Sigma, Kaizen, 5S, and so on. I'm having a very keen interest in the domain of industrial automation. So that's why I give the training in the domain of PLC, AC drives, SCADA, and so on. So that's my background. So I hope that today's class everyone will be liking and everyone will get benefited out of the today's class. So today we're going to start with the beginner problem solving with loops. So we are starting with the beginner problem solving with loops. Okay, so let me start my class. In this class, student will learn more on create a loop, how to create a loop, where the loop has to be created, how to get the loop control, and students will understand the need for applying loops in situations where a set of repeating statements occur, and students will implement more loops and conditionals to solve problems. So this is our target today. We shall complete these 3 objectives. Okay, we shall go one by one. Now I want to start my class with some problem. Let us suppose there is a particular pattern. The pattern, there's some geometrical pattern. Say I shall ask my user to give one integer. Say user has given the value, say n is equal to 5. User has given this value n is equal to 5, and that is my user input. I have taken this input from the keyboard n is equal to 5, and based on this input I shall have to draw one pattern. What is the pattern we are going to have? See, we are having the pattern like this. So this is the total pattern you are finding here. We're having these 4 dots, then 1 star, 3 dots, then 3 stars, 2 dots, then 5 stars, and 1 dot, then 7 stars, and in the last layer we're having 9 stars are there. Actually, I was not supposed to give these dots. I'm supposed to keep this one blank. But if I keep this blank, then you may not be able to understand that how many blank spaces are there. Because blank spaces are difficult to count rather than the dots. So that's why you know that to fill up I put the dots there so that you can count that how many blank spaces should be there to get this particular pattern. Now this is a pattern to be generated. How to generate, how to write the code, how to get it done. In that case, what I shall do, I shall take the help of a technique that is known as tracing table. I shall take the help of tracing table. What is a tracing table? Say for this particular one, I am having this layer number. I want to count the number of dots or say blank spaces. I want to count the number of stars in the respective layer. For n is equal to 5, we are having the layer number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We are having the layer number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I am just writing here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So these are the 5 layers are there. In the first layer I am having 4 dots, so writing 4. Second layer 3 dots, third layer 2 dots, fourth layer 1 dot, and fifth layer we are having 0 number of dots. So just counting and writing without applying my brain. And here I am going to write the number of stars here. How many stars do you have? Here I am having this 1 star, 2, 3 stars, 5 stars, 7 stars and 9 stars are there. So we are getting this number of stars and number of dots in this particular tracing table. You can ask me questions if you have any questions. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So these are the number of stars and these are the number of dots and this is the layer number. We are going to have we are supposed to find out the logic for this dot and logic for this star. We are supposed to find out the logic for this dot and logic for this star. So in this way we shall be doing. Any questions coming in mind, my students? How did I make the tracing table? How did I draw the pattern? What is the meaning of the term user input? What we are going to do? Finding out the logic for number of dots and logic for the number of stars. Any doubt till now? Pooja and my other students present in the class, any doubt till now? You can ask me questions. Any doubt? No, Pooja, thank you. So no doubt is there. Good. Now, how many dots are there? Look at here. When the value of I is increasing by 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the number of dot is decreasing. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. The number of dot is decreasing when the value of I is increasing. And here you can find that these equations we shall find out in terms of I and n. In terms of I and n. I shall find out this equation in terms of I and n. So now you can find that I is increasing and dot is decreasing. How to get it done? Always remember, whenever I is increasing and dot is decreasing, or say one value is increasing, another value is decreasing, then always subtract this I from a constant. Always subtract this I from a constant. Make it a point. Always subtract this I from a constant, so that whenever I will increase, the difference will decrease. When I will increase, the difference will decrease. So that is the logic. So how to get it? See, n is equal to 5. Look at here. 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. 5 minus 3 is equal to 4. 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. So you are getting this idea that this dot equation will be n minus I. This dot equation will be n minus I. If you have any kind of doubt, you can ask me. N minus I is the equation for this dot. Okay. Next, for the star. Whenever I is 1, star is 1. When I is 2, star is 3. When I is 3, star is 5. When I is equal to 4, star is 7. When I is equal to 5, star is 9. So here I am finding that I is increasing by 1 and star is increasing by 2. How to tackle the same? When I will be increasing by 1 and star will be increasing by 2, how can we tackle the same? In that case, you can find that I here is increasing by 1 and star here is increasing by 2. That means I should multiply this I by 2. If I multiply this I by 2, then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So here the value will be increasing by 2. That means whenever one variable is increasing by 1, but if you make another variable to increase by 2, then multiply that variable by 2. Another variable will be increasing by 3, then multiply that variable by 3, so that the product will increase by 3. So here if I apply the same logic, you can find that 1 into 2 or 2 into 1 is equal to 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. 2 into 2 is equal to 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. 2 into 3 is equal to 6 minus 1 is equal to 5. 2 into 4 is equal to 8 minus 1 is equal to 7. 2 into 5 is equal to 10 minus 1 is equal to 9. So what are you finding? Just multiplying this I by 2 and subtracting 1 from it. So it is coming around 2 star I minus 1. It is coming as 2 star I minus 1. So these two logics I have calculated for dots and for stars. These two logic I calculated for dots and for stars. So that's okay for me. That's okay for me. Now what should I do now? I shall have to write one program for that. I got the logic from the tracing table. Now I shall write the program. My students, is it okay up to this? Could you get the idea that how did I derive the logic? Is it okay? Can I go for the coding? Can I go for the coding? Is the logic okay? How could I derive the logic? Okay, thank you, Abhishek. So now we have got it. Now how to write the program? First one is that input n. What is input n? That is the number of layers. Input n. Next, for n number of layers, I must be having one for loop. For I is equal to 1 to n. N number of layers. For I is equal to 1 to n. That's okay. For I is equal to 1 to n. Next, I want to go for dot printing at first, because at first I should print some dots, then I should print some stars. So dot has to be printed at first. So now I shall go for another loop. For j is equal to 1 2, What is the logic for dot printing? N minus I. I shall go for print dot. So this is the end of the for loop. This is the end of the for loop. After this dot printing, I should print number of stars. So again you are going for another for loop for printing the stars. For j is equal to 1, 2. What is the value there? For star printing, 2 star I minus 1. So put it here, 2 star I minus 1. What are you printing now? I want to print star. Now what you are doing? I am closing this particular for loop. But remember, all the dots, all the stars to be printed in the same level. Then after that, next layer will start from the next level. It should not get printed sidewise. Dot dot and then 5 stars should not get printed sidewise. They should be printed from the next level. So just here within the outer for loop I and outside of the inner for loop j, I'm just going for one continuity break. /n indicates new line. New line means the continuity break. So in this way the code will be working, and then at the end I'm writing this one as end. So that is my whole program for the execution, ready for the execution. My whole program is ready for the execution. If you have any queries, you can ask me. My students, do you want to see that I want to implement it? How can I implement it? Do you want to see this one? Tell me, in which language should I write the code? In which language should I write the code to show you that whatever I've written here is not a programming code. Whatever I've written here is not a programming code. It is known as pseudocode. It is known as a pseudocode. Isn't it? Okay, Pooja is telling C++. Okay, other students are telling Java. Obishek is telling Java. Okay, so C++, Java. Anyone? Any other language proposals? Any other language proposals? Pooja is telling C++. Obishek is telling Java. Any other language? If you ask me that in which language have you written this one? In which language? Actually, this algorithm, I know that it is a pseudocode. It is not matching with any programming language, but you know that it is close to a language known as BASIC. In case of BASIC, we have the for loop like this one in the BASIC. Okay. My point is that, see, Java and C++, they are having almost the same syntax. Same syntax. So if I write the code in C++, if I write the code in Java, you can easily convert it. Do you want to see that? I want to write it in Python. Will you please allow me to write a code in Python also? In the Python, I can show you fantastic one thing which everyone will love, and that's why Python has become so popular. Okay, so you have given me the thoughts, write the code in C++ and also in Java. Okay, so what I'm doing is that, let me keep this one. Okay, so I'm opening here making this one as a GTP online. So you asked me to write the code in C++, asked me to write the code in C++. So making this one C++, writing the code in C++. So hash include bit/std is causing problem. Why? stream.h. Okay, I'm just enlarging a little bit. Yes, now see, this is the case. So using namespace std, so going for here main, so intn and then I and then j, intnij. So next code I want to write this one as cout. Please enter the number of please enter the number of layers please enter the number of layers. So that's okay. Then go for here scene n, go for scene n. Now for I is equal to 1, I less than equal to n, and then I shall go for I plus plus. Okay, then for j is equal to 1, j less than equal to, so what is the blank logic we had? What is the blank logic we had? We had n minus I was the blank logic. I think we can recall. We have this j plus plus. Then you shall go for here print star. We shall go for print star, not star dot, actually we want to go for print dot, and then I shall go for the same loop. So for the same loop I shall go for 2 star. What is the logic? That is a 2 star I minus 1, 2 star I minus 1 j plus plus. I should print the star here. Then I shall go for the continuity break, cout endl or endl. Go for this coming out, go for cout endl, end of the program, end of the program. So that's okay, fine, good. So now if I run the code, I don't know what is happening. So now What is this? Yes, only iostream. Yes, that's right. That's right. But difficult to debug here. What is happening? They could have tell that run the code. I don't know what is happening. See, it has got stuck somehow. iostream, yes, that is the iostream. Online GTP, we always work on the online GTP. Oh, I must be going for that C++ editor. Sorry, I must be going for C++ editor. What is this? This is online GTP. Other than, but why the online GTP is not working? Say tutors point. Okay, so now if you put this, and if you go for this std in, if you put the say number of layers, say 7, coming from this and execute it, so everything is okay, everything is okay. See, the number of stars and everything is okay, but here I should make this endl, run the execution. See, the pattern is getting printed. Here I require one /n. I can print this. Now go for execute. See, the pattern is getting printed very beautifully. Go for a little bit difference. I'm making this one say 11. Coming back to the code, running the code. The pattern is coming just okay. There is no difficulty of getting the pattern. Everything is running well. Okay. So what about the code, what about the planning we made? See, the code is working fine. Okay, so also you can, I think you can also convert it to other programming languages. So if you want to write it in say Java also, Java will have the same syntax. If I go for Python, if I go for Python here, whenever I shall write the code in Python, you can make it something like this. Look at here. You can go for n is equal to int input, number of layers, number of layers. Now in Python there is one advantage. What is that advantage? Say if you want to print hello for n number of times, you need not to go for any looping. You can directly write hello star n. You can directly write hello star n. If I run the code, you can find that no, today GTP online is not working. GTP online is not working. See, in case of Python, if you write this one, say n is equal to int input, enter one integer. If you write this one as enter one integer, and if you print hello, for this n number of times, you can need not to go for any particular looping, just run this, it will work. Is there any way to go for the input giving? Okay, let me make this one as 10. See, hello is getting printed for 10 times. So what will happen in this particular case, in case of Python, I need not to go for that very loop. So what I shall write here for Python, for I in range 1 to n plus 1, I'm increasing the font. See, 1 to n plus 1, just print here, print dot to be printed for how many number of times? I think you can recall it was n minus I number of times, dot to be printed, concatenation start to be printed for how many number of times? Start to be printed, I think it was 2 star I minus 1, so 2 into I minus 1. So just write this, it will work. So just write this, it will work. So dot to be printed for n minus 1 number of times, and start to be printed for 2 star I minus 1 number of times, and here you are doing simple concatenation. If you run the code, see the pattern is coming beautifully. So I've shown you this code in Python and also in C++. In both cases you are finding, and obviously if you want to print it in Java, the same syntax will be there in Java. Only the main function will be changed and the cout cin will be changed. Cout will be going for sys.out, then we can go for system.out.println, and for cin I'm supposed to define the scanner class object and go for scan.nextInt. My students, my Java students, can you convert this code to Java? Can you convert this code to Java, my Java students? Abhishek? Students, please reply in the chat. Can you convert this code to Java, or I shall have to write the code? Tell me. Are you finding the code is working fine? Pooja, is it okay? Good. Now see, next problem. Can you do it for me? I'm giving you this problem. Can you do it? Say n is equal to 5. n is equal to 5. The pattern will be something like this. So now the pattern is just the reverse. See, in the previous case it was something like pyramid, now it is this one. So now in the tracing table I am having this I, dot and star. I am making the tracing table for you. You are supposed to tell me the logic for dot and star. You are supposed to tell me the logic for dot and star. In the first layer there is no dot, second layer 1 dot, third layer 2 dots, fourth layer 3 dots and fifth layer 4 dots. And if you go for the stars, this is my 9, these are 7 stars, 5 stars, 3 stars and 1 star. We are supposed to find out the logic for dot and logic for star. Here you can use either I or N for finding out this logic for dot and star. Here N is equal to 5, use a given number. Use a given number. Can you please tell me what will be the logic for dot? All my students, tell me the logic for dot. I1 dot 0, I2 dot 1, I3 dot 2, I4 dot 3, I5 dot 4. Can you tell me the logic for dot? My students, tell me the logic for dot. I1 dot is equal to 0. I1 dot is equal to 0, I2 dot is equal to 1, I3 dot is equal to 2, I4 dot is equal to 3, I5 dot is equal to 4. Tell me what will be the logic for dot in terms of I and N. You can use I, you can use N, you can use both. My students, tell me. In the previous problem, you have seen that we calculated logic for this dot and star in terms of I and N. Similarly, this time also I am asking you to prepare the logic for dot and star. Tell me, I is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dot is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. What is the relation between this I and dot? What is the relation between I and dot? My students, answer. Not very tough, very easy. What is the logic for dot and star? Not getting, really not getting. It was so easy. 1 then 0, 2 then 1. What is the difference? What is the difference? Only one difference. 1 then 0, 2 then 1, 3 then 2, 4 then 3, 5 then 4. Only the one difference. Tell me how to write it. I minus 1. Perfect answer. Very good, very good. So I should appreciate Pooja. Other students, try. It should be I minus 1. Tell me the logic for star. Tell me the logic for star. 1 minus 1, 0. 2 minus 1, 1. 3 minus 1, 2. 4 minus 1, 3. 5 minus 1, 4. What will be the logic for star? 1, then 9, 2, then 7, 3, then 5, 4, then 3, 5, then 1. How to get it? It is increasing by 1. it is increasing by 2, sorry, decreasing by 2. Whenever one variable is increasing, another variable is decreasing, in that case the variable must be subtracted from some constant quantity. So actually it will be constant minus I. What will happen in this case? Whenever I will increase, the constant minus I will decrease. So increase of I will decrease this value, and if it multiply this one by 2, then it will be decreased by 2. Then it will be decreased by 2. So I am giving this one as a hints. Giving this one as a hints. Can you apply these hints and write the actual expression here? Can you apply these hints and write the actual expression here? Can you apply the hints and write the actual expression here? Ayush, will you try again? Try. Until you try, you can't improve yourself. Pooja, try. Amit, are you there? Abhishek, try this one, please. Let me know your thoughts, what you are thinking. Write something in the chat so that I can give you the guidance. No idea? Should I tell you? I've already written 2 into constant minus I. I already written that one. 2 into constant minus I. So that should be the formula. When I will increase, another variable will decrease. Then constant minus I is the solution, because constant minus I, when I will increase, constant minus I, the difference will decrease. And if you multiply this one with 2, then it will decrease by 2. My students, no one is getting. So many students are present in the class. Should I go? Should I tell you? See, it is not that much tough. 5 minus 1, here constant is 5 actually. 5 minus 1, 4, into 2, 8, plus 1, 9. 5 minus 2, 3, into 2, 6, plus 1, 7. 5 minus 3, 2, into 2, 4, plus 1, 5. 5 minus 4, 1, into 2, 2, plus 1, 3. 5 minus 5, 0, into 2, 0, plus 1, 1. So it will be 2 star n minus I plus 1. It will be 2 star n minus I plus 1. So that is the logic. That is the logic. So if I write the code, pseudo code, if I write the pseudo code, so then it will be n is equal to input. User will give this value. Then for I is equal to 1 to n, there is a number of layers loop. So we are having 3 loops are there. First loop is this one, which will execute on I for the number of layers, for the layer loop. It is a layer loop. And then we are having one loop to print star. At first we should print dot, then we should print star. 2 loops will be there like this, print dot and print star. This loop I am guiding up with this J and J, and then I shall go for continuity break. So this is actual skeleton of my code. This is actual skeleton of my code. In this way the code will be executing. I am writing the same thing. For I is equal to 1 to n. Now for j is equal to 1 to So how many dots will be printed? I minus 1 number of dots will be printed. So go for print dot. So this is the inner for loop. Another for loop. For j is equal to 1 to 2 star n minus y plus 1. So that is my print star. Then you shall go for continuity break. And that is the end of the outer for loop. There's a layer, and then you shall go for the end of the program. So this is a pseudocode. My students, anyone could not get my point? Anyone could not get my point? How this 2 star n minus I plus 1 logic came? If you ask me to repeat, I am here to repeat. If you ask me to repeat, I am here to repeat. Okay, Ayush, I hope that every student please learn, learn. See, I'm writing this code, I'm finding out the logic, that's okay, but I'm going to have another 2 patterns in my class today. Okay, I'm going to have another 2 patterns in my class today. I hope that my students will give me the logic. I shall not do. What I shall do, I shall draw the pattern, I shall construct the tracing table. My student will tell me the logic, and then the same logic I shall put in the same code, and the code will be executing. Okay, now see, it is I minus 1, and it is 2 star n minus I plus 1. So I minus 1 and 2 star n minus I plus 1. Okay, so going here, so this is my I minus 1, and it is 2 star n minus I, 2 star n minus I plus 1. So this is the star logic, and this is the dot logic. Run the program. The pattern is so beautifully coming. See, look at the pattern. The pattern is coming so beautiful, and that is my C++. Now go for Python. So here dot will be I minus 1, and star will be 2 star n minus I plus 1. 2 star n minus I plus 1. 2 star n minus I plus 1. Run the code. You'll be getting the pattern reversed. Change this particular count. Go for run. So pattern has got reversed. So for this is for 11, this for 11, and also I'm making this one for 11. Going back to my code. Any kind of doubt? Pooja, could you get it? Pooja, could you learn something today? Okay, very good, Pooja. Now I'm going for the next pattern. My students, see, I'm going for the next pattern. Say n is equal to 11. Always remember, here I should give odd input. Odd input is must. odd input. The pattern is something like this: 1 2 3 4. Okay, 5. 1 2 3 4 5 star. 1 2 3 4. So this is a diamond shape. Huh? This is a diamond shape. So now I shall go for the tracing table. So we're having the dot, we're having the star. I dot and star. I is ranging from 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Dot is here 5 4 3 2 1 0. 1 2 3 4 5. Star is 1 3 5 7 9 11. 9 7 5 3 1. So I have made my tracing table ready. Next, see, I is constantly increasing: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. But dot at first decreasing, then increasing. Star at first increasing, then decreasing. So I cannot have a single formula for all dots throughout, or single formula for all star throughout. What you can do, we can make a segregation. We can go for a segregation. So first 1 to 6 for the first half, 7 to 11 for the second half. In the first half, I want to find out the logic for dot and logic for star. In the second half, I want to make the logic for dot and logic for star. So 6 is the middle point. How to get 6 from 11? So middle point is equal to 11 plus 1 whole by 2. What is that? That is my 6. While deriving this formula, you can use n, you can use m, you can use I. So any variable or all variables or some of the variables you can use while deriving this formula. My humble request to my students, please try from your end. I know the answer. I can write directly right in front of you. What is the formula? Can you tell me the logic for dot in the upper half? You are having n, m and I to represent. Here you had only I and n. But now in this case you are having I, n and m. What will be the logic for dot in the upper half? 1 5 2 4 3 3 4 2 5 1 6 0. I is increasing by 1, dot is decreasing by 1. I is increasing by 1, dot is decreasing by 1. Can you tell me the logic for dot? Can you please tell me the logic for dot? All my students try. Until you try, you cannot learn. Ayush, try. Pooja, Amit, Abhishek. Tell me the logic for upper half dot. Tell me the logic for upper half dot. Yes, m minus I. Perfect answer. Okay, Greeky SRM. Oh, what a new name. Okay, good, very good. So you should go for m minus I. Why? Because m is equal to 6. 6 minus 1, 5, 6 minus 2, 4, 6 minus 3, 3, 6 minus 4, 2, 6 minus 5, 1, 6 minus 6, 0. Can please tell me the lower half dot? All my students try here please. Lower half dot. Lower half dot. Seven, 1, 8, 2, 9, 3, 10, 4, 11, 5. Very, very simple. Very simple. You can't believe how simple is it. Seven, 1, 8, 2, 9, 3, 10, 4, 11, 5. What will be the logic for lower half dot? My students, I minus m. 7 minus 6, 1, 8 minus 6, 2, 9 minus 6, 3, 10 minus 6, 4, 11 minus 6, 5. Tell me the upper half star. 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 5, 4, 7, 5, 9, 6, 11. Tell me the upper half star. I is increasing by 1, star is increasing by 2. That indicates I must be multiplied by 2. Then I will be increasing by 2. Tell me the upper half star. All my students try, you learn. Always remember, in a program mathematics is hidden. 2 star I minus 1. Krishna, fantastic answer, fantastic. I should appreciate you. 2 into I minus 1. Very good answer. 2 into I minus 1. See, 1 into 2, 2 minus 1, 1. 2 into 2, 4 minus 1, 3. 3 into 2, 6 minus 1, 5. 4 into 2, 8 minus 1, 7. 5 into 2, 10 minus 1, 9. 6 into 2, 12 minus 1, 11. So 2 star I minus 1. Go for the lower half star. Go for the lower half star. 7, 9, 8, 7, 9, 5, 10, 3, 11, 1. 11, 1. I is increasing, star is decreasing. That means I must be subtracted from some fixed quantity so that when the I will increase, the difference will decrease. But here it is decreasing by 2. So the difference has to be multiplied by 2. That means the difference has to be multiplied by 2. Then it will keep decreasing by 2. Tell me the answer. Tell me the answer please. Think. After this I shall go for another pattern. I want to check really you can do it or not. 2 star m minus I plus 1. That will not work. See, m means what? M means 6. So 6 minus 7. 6 minus 7. Krishna, 6 minus 7. It will become minus 1 into 2 minus 2 plus 1 minus 1. So it is not coming. Think. But this much I can tell you that you are in the right track. Krishna, you are in the right track. Think twice and give the answer. You are very much close to the answer. Yes, yes, yes. That's the point. M minus 2 star I. Really, Pooja, do you think that will it work? 7 into 2, 14. 6 minus 14 minus 8. So it will be actually, the formula should be like this. That is 2 star n minus I plus 1. N is equal to 11. 11 minus 7, 4 into 2, 8 plus 1, 9. 11 minus 3, 11 minus 8, 3 into 2, 6 plus 1, 7. 11 minus 9, 2 into 2, 4 plus 1, 5. 11 minus 10, 1 into 2, 2 plus 1, 3. 11 minus 11, 0 into 2, 0 plus 1, 1. So that is 2 star n minus I plus 1. 2 star n minus I plus 1. That is the logic for this particular pattern. Now the questions are coming in mind that how to solve it, how to write the code. Yes, I am going to show you how to write the code. But before I show you the code, you should tell me that whether these logics, all the 4 logics are, you are handy with the logic or not. All the 4 logics are okay with you? Dot, dot and start, start in 2 hubs. All the logics are okay? Should I go for the coding? Pooja, logic is okay. Should I go for the coding? Okay, very good. Now we are going for the coding. At first I am going for the C++. I am putting another 2 variables, blank and star. Blank and star. I am to get another variable, m, middle point. So m is equal to n plus 1 by 2. Please enter the odd number of layers. Odd number of layers. Otherwise the pattern will not have the symmetry. We should have the odd number of layers. So enter odd number of layers. You got the n? Yes, I got the n. Have you calculated m? Yes. What is the formula? N plus 1 whole by 2. So that will be assigned to m. Okay. So now you are executing this one. Yes. So if if I is greater than m, I greater than m means what? Lower half or upper half? I greater than m means what? Lower half or upper half? So for I feel that it is lower half. That layer number is greater than the middle point. That means it is the lower half. So what is the number of blank for the lower half? What is the number of blank for the lower half? I minus m. Okay, go for I minus m. What is the logic for the star in the lower half? 2 into n minus I plus 1. 2 into n minus I plus 1. That is the logic for the star in the lower half. So I shall go for a is equal to 2 into n minus I plus 1. Let me go for a cross check. 2 into n minus I plus 1, I minus m. So 2 into n minus I plus 1 I minus n, I minus m, yes, I minus m. Okay, so this much I've completed. Else else what is the logic for blank in the upper half? What is the logic for blank in the upper half? Blank in the upper half is m minus I. Blank in the upper half is m minus I. Okay, what is the logic for star in the upper half? 2 into I minus 1. That is 2 into I minus 1. 2 star I minus 1. So there is a logic for the star in the upper half. So I got all the values, blank and star both have got both have got written here. Now I shall go for B number of blanks to be printed and S number of stars to be printed. S number of stars to be printed. So that's a very simple logic. Go for execute. It is getting the pattern. Give other value for n. Give this one 13. Come back here. Execute. So 13. You can find that how the things are working. My students, everyone check it. Check it. Anyone did not get it? Anyone did not get it? Going for this Python. Going for the Python coding. So now n is equal to this. So m is equal to n plus 1 whole by 2. So if I is greater than m, if I is greater than m, then b is equal to this and s is equal to this. Else b is equal to this and s is equal to this. B is equal to this my s. End of the program. Run the code. One error is there. Okay, what is the error? Start this. Okay, what is the error? 2 star. Unindented block. Okay. If I greater than m, then this one is okay. So b is else. So this syntax they are not taking. Run the code. What is the error? For I in range this, if I greater than m, if I greater than m, then blank is equal to this or star is equal to this. What is the error? It is showing else. So else, there is a else, so there is a b is equal to this and s is equal to this. Print start this. What is the error? B is equal to I minus m. Inconsistent use of tabs and spaces in the indentation. I did not do anything wrong. It apparently is perfectly okay. I don't know why this GDB online is not working today. It is a so reliable site. Okay, let me put that code from here to there. Let me put that code from here to there. Okay, run the code. Yes. Same code, sometimes working, sometimes not working. See, so that's the way you can find that this a pattern is coming. If you change the value of this I, if you make this one 13, run the code, you can find that it is working too good. You can find that it is working too good. 13 layers are getting printed. Layers are getting printed. So my code is perfectly working in both the cases. Here also the code is working and here also the code is working. My student, could you learn it? Could you learn from here? Is the concept clear? This is the outcome. Ayush, is it okay? Krishna, clear, thank you. So there are so many different such patterns will be there. You can easily frame it, you can work on them. So this is the looping, you know, inside a loop there is always a mathematics. Inside a loop there is always a mathematics. If you can understand the mathematics, then you can do any looping. Two skills are required. My students, listen to me. Two skills are required in programming. Skill number 1, to get the logic. Skill number 2, to implement the logic. Getting the logic and implementing the logic. If you miss any one of the skills, if you lack any one of the skills, you cannot be a programmer. So you must be doing both the skills. So that's why both the skills are required. To get the logic, to implement the logic. To get the logic, to implement the logic. Both the skills are required here. Now we shall go for observation, last pattern for today, and I shall totally depend on you. If you can give me the correct answer, that would be a great experience for me. So n is equal to 11. Remember, I am supposed to give the odd number. If you give the even number, then the pattern will not have any symmetry. What is that pattern? The pattern will be something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6 7 8 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So I hope that you got the idea that what to be the pattern look like. So that pattern you are supposed to do, and I want to take minimum participation in the logic decision process. So today it is the fourth pattern we are doing, so you have got matured enough. So before starting the class, you might not be knowing these tracing table tricks. To get a particular pattern, we require to have the tracing table. To get a logic, we require to have the tracing table, and tracing table is my friend. From the tracing table only, I generate, I capture all the logic of a program, and then I want to implement that one in any programming language, whatever I'm suitable and comfortable. So this is the last layer I'm drawing. You got the pattern already. I'm just making the tracing table for your convenience. I'm just making the tracing table for your convenience. I dot and star. I 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Yes, I'm having 11 layers, so 11 layers have been numbered. So there is my 11 9 7. Oh sorry, don't mind, it is a dot. It is a dot. So it is a dot, so it will be 0 1 2 3 4 5 4 3 2 1 0 star. 11 9 7 5 3 1 3 5 7 9 and 11. 9 and 11. So this is okay. Next, as I told you that I must be drawing a dividing line, divider line for the middlemost layer. Middlemost layer is equal to 6, that is 11 plus 1, that is 11 plus 1 whole by 2, and that is my 6. So I want to get from your side. I shall not be calculating. Never ever I shall calculate. It is the fourth pattern in the class. All of you have got matured enough. I want full support for my team. I want to get the full support from my team. Here you are supposed to calculate the logic for pair of dots and pair of stars. You can use NMI. First one, please tell me the upper half dot. Please tell me the upper half dot. Ayush, try. Pooja, Krishna, Griki, Abhishek, try. Dot is I minus 1. Perfect answer, Krishna. Very good. Very good. There is I minus 1. There is I minus 1. 1 minus 1, 0. 2 minus 1, 1. 3 minus 1, 2. 4 minus 1, 3. 5 minus 1, 4. 6 minus 1, 5. Go for the lower half dot. Go for the lower half dot. I minus 1. Perfect answer, Pooja. Very good. Very good. All of you try. If you don't try, you can't learn. Whenever you try, errors will come, and that is the learning process. That belongs to the learning process, when error will come. Please tell me the logic for dot in the lower half. 7 4 8 3 9 2 10 1 11 0. I is increasing, dot is decreasing. I must be subtracted from fixed quantity, so that when I will increase, the difference will decrease. That is the hints. My students, tell me, do you really think how to get 11 from 11 0? Pooja, Why going for m minus? Yes, that's the answer. 11 minus 7 4, 11 minus 3, 11 minus 8 3, 11 minus 9 2, 11 minus 10 1, 11 minus 11 0. So that will be n minus I. Perfect answer. Very good. Go for the upper half start, please. Tell me the upper half start. Tell me the upper half start. All my students, you are too junior than me. I'm telling you one thing from my experience. I'm giving you the guidance. Whenever such complicated problem will be there, don't step jump, draw the tracing table. Don't think that using mental calculation you can get these answers. No, sorry, no, sorry. You should be calculating it from a tracing table. So please make a habit to draw the tracing table and derive the logic from it. Derive the logic from it. Draw the tracing table and derive the logic from it. So I want to see that you have done some pattern work after the class. 2 star m minus I. Okay, 2 star m, that is my 6 into 2 12, 12 minus 1 11, 12 minus 2 10. Puja, 12 minus 1 11 is okay, but what about 12 minus 2? 12 minus 2 is 10, but here it is 9. Why are you not checking with all layers before you post your formula in the chat? My students, in the interview, whenever questions will be asked face-to-face interview, don't try to give the prompt answer, try to give the correct answer. Don't give the prompt answer, try to give the correct answer. Whenever question will be asked, take a pause, understand the question, frame the answer, put the terminologies in the answer, decide where to start, where to end, give the answer to the question. Don't give the prompt answer and say, sorry sir, it was wrong. Two star m minus I plus 1. Okay. Let me check. 6 minus 1, 5 into 2, 10 plus 1, 11. 6 minus 2, 4 into 2, 8 plus 1, 9. 6 minus 3, 3 into 2, 6 plus 1, 7. 6 minus 4, 2 into 2, 4 plus 1, 5. 6 minus 5, 1 into 2, 2 plus 1, 3. 6 minus 6, 0 into 2, 0 plus 1, 1. So it is coming around 2 star m minus I plus 1. Perfect answer. Very good answer, Krishna. Very good. I like this answer. You are improving, Krishna. Ayush, why are you keeping silent? Go for the lower half star. Ayush, you answer this, please. Go for the lower half star. Other students, try lower half star. Try it. I is increasing, star is decreasing. I must be subtracted from fixed quantity. I is increasing by, oh no, I, star is also increasing. And also star is increasing. I is increasing, also star is increasing. But in this case, star is increasing by 2. So that means some 2 multiplication will be there. Multiplication by 2 will be there. No idea? Should I tell you? My students, Ayush, Krishna, Pooja, Abhishek, SRM. 2 star I minus n. Okay, 2 star I minus n. So that is a 16 minus 11 5, 18 minus 11 7, 20 minus 11 9, and 22 minus 11 is 11. Very good, Pooja. Very good, very good, very good, very good. So it is 2 star I minus n. Another logic is that 2 star I minus m plus 1. Actually, see, m is equal to n plus 1 whole by 2. If you put this one, you'll be getting the Pooja's formula. So same thing, if you replace n by n plus 1 whole by 2, you'll be getting the formula in the above. So in this way also we can do it. See, 7 minus 6, 1 into 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 8 minus 6, 2 into 2, 4 plus 1, 5, 9 minus 6, 3 into 2, 6 plus 1, 7, 10 minus 6, 4 into 2, 8 plus 1, 9, 11 minus 6, 5 into 2, 10 plus 1, 11. So that's the way we are getting this. So now my code is ready, my logic is ready. I shall have to couple it. Yes, yes, Krishna, right, very good, very good. So now I shall have to write it now. So lower half is actually n minus I and 2 star I minus n. N minus I and 2 star I minus n. So lower half n minus I and 2 star I minus n. So n minus I and 2 star I minus n. N minus I and 2 star I minus n. Blank I minus 1 2 star m minus I plus 1. I minus 1 2 star m minus I plus 1. I minus 1 2 star m minus I plus 1. I minus 1 2 star m minus I plus 1. So that's the way I put the logic. That's the way I put the logic. Running the code. So the pattern is coming. So the pattern is coming. This is okay, and then there is this one. So whenever I executed this, the pattern has got changed. If I change the pattern number, say making this one layer number 15, if we execute, the pattern is coming for 15, so it is doing good. Okay, next one, if I come down here, if I run it, it is causing error. What is the causing error? That is the traceback call within the remove n minus I. What is the problem? Inconsistent use of the tabs and spaces in indentation. What is the problem? What is the indentation problem? This editor somehow is very much sensitive. I'm not finding any problem with the indentation. No problem with the indentation. See, this is the pattern. So much problem with the editors. Same problem, sometimes causing errors, something working. Go for 13, run the code. So I've completed. We have completed all the 4 patterns. Students, will you take the homework? Yes or no? Will you take the homework? Do you love challenge? Yes, good. Actually, there are 12 different patterns are there. There are 12 different patterns are there. What are those patterns? I'm telling you. See, 12 patterns are there. First one, first category, this one and this one. This is the first category. Second category, I'm just calling you after 1 p.m. একটা পর হ্যাঁ করছি okay. See, pattern number 3 is this one. Four. In the first case, you can find that blank space and middle point. See, in the first case, there is no blank space. See, the stars are getting printed from the very first column. So there is no blank space and no middle point is required. But in the second one, the blank spaces are not there, but I should consider the middle point so that it can have a reflection. So no blank space, but in the second category, middle point is there. In the third category, you can find that blank spaces are there, but it does not require any kind of middle point. So blank space is there, middle point is not required to get calculated. But in the last one, I require both the blank space consideration and the middle point consideration. So that you are finding here. My students, did you get me? So blank space and middle point. So in this way I am getting all the patterns. 12 patterns are there. 2 plus 2, 4 plus 4, 8 plus 4, 12. 12 patterns are there. We can frame our logic accordingly. Out of these 12 patterns, we have solved this one, we solved this one, we solved this one, we solved this one. So this 4 we have solved. So rest 8 untouched. You are supposed to solve it. Another kind of pattern is that, another kind of problem might be coming. That is something like this. If you can solve this one, it will be highly great. That means that in the inside it is hollow. In the inside it is hollow. This is a very beautiful pattern. You can also draw this. You can also try this one. If you can't do, in the next class you ask me, I shall do it for you. I shall do it for you. And those students, you can take the snapshot of this picture, of the screen. And those students who really love logic, those students who really love themselves, that means I want to do something in the life. In that case, they can also go for another pattern. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you that very pattern. So there is a pattern. These are the 12 patterns are there. Considering this one, we are having 13 patterns. Out of them, 4 have been done. You should solve another 2 or 3, at least 2 or 3. Whenever you will get full confidence, leave it. Need not to do all the patterns. Whenever you find that yes, I'm getting too much confidence, any pattern I can do, then leave it. Go for the next series of problems. And follow my all the next 4 classes. Out of 12 classes, this is the 8th class, so another 4 classes are remaining. 2 classes will be on loop and 2 classes will be on array. Do all the 4 classes, you'll get highly confident. I can give you the guarantee. Now I want to show you a very critical pattern. Can you solve it for me? Pattern is this one. Look at here. Say n is equal to 5. U's are given. Say n is equal to 5, U's are given. So writing this 5 in this way. Can you solve it? Yes, I'm telling you, Krishna. Can you solve this problem? Look at here what is happening. what is happening? See, it is something like this. See, the whole thing is 5. Are you finding? The whole pattern is 5. This whole is 5. And next, the whole is my 4. This is my 3. So it will be my 2. So in this way, you are finding that how the pattern is there like a square, you know, square using 5, square using 4, inside that square using 3, inside that square using 2, inside that square only 1 is there. So that's the way in which the pattern has been generated. If you can form this particular pattern now, I'll be highly glad if you can do it. If you can't do, just leave it for me. I shall do it in front of you. I shall do it. In which language? Tell me, I shall write the code. I shall write the code. My students, did you get it? So try to solve 2 to 3 patterns from here in C++, no issues. Write in C++, Python, R script, whatever you are comfortable, Java, anywhere. So this is my n is equal to 5. You can also go for n is equal to 7. And this is a pattern. So it will remain as a homework. You are supposed to do 2 to 3 patterns from this page and try to solve this one also. Try to solve this one. Try to solve this. Okay, this pattern, try to solve it. And then do this pattern. Look at the schedule, please. Look at the schedule. So we have completed, there is a 2nd September, we completed 2nd September beginners problem with loops. So now we shall go for the 4th September 11 am, that means the day after tomorrow. We'll be going for 11 am, so that is the intermediate problem solving with loops. Then on 6th, 7th, 15 pm advanced problem solving with loops. 7th September, there is a 7 pm introduction to arrays, and this one is a 9th September problem solving with arrays. So these are the time schedule in front of you. Remain present in the class accordingly. So there is an announcement from Unacademy for you. Batches on crack campus placement exams. So this is a grant offer from Unacademy. You know the Unacademy quality. They used to conduct classes for GATE exam, WPSC and PSC, other different exams they used to conduct. So they are really awesome in their quality. So now they are coming up along with the competitive coding training. They are now going for this batches from top educators to help you crack the campus placement exams. So you can consider this one as a pre-campus placement training, so which is highly required. And here batches from top educators to help you crack campus placement exams. I'm also there in the team. You can find myself, Arnab Chakraborty, you can find. So these are the classes will be taken. Let me tell you some brief idea about these classes. So base placement for campus placement preparation, 12 batches per month we are starting. already started, rather I'm taking classes, and then 9+ educators are there in the team, and live sessions by top educators and dedicated doubt solving sessions. So we are having that dedicated doubt solving session. In case of Unacademy, it is a quite common fact that they used to go for each fourth class is a doubt clearing class. So 3 classes on different subjects, different topics on the course, and then 4th class will be the doubt clearing, problem solving, problem solving. In this way they always populate their course with so much space where you can breathe, we can learn something new. So live sessions by top educators and dedicated doubt solving sessions. So that's a very big advantage taking the participation in this course by Unacademy offered. Campus placement IT jobs, 360-degree support to crack TCS, Infosys, Cognizant and other exams. So 360-degree support to crack TCS, Infosys, Cognizant and other exams. You can find that from 8th September. The classes are starting. The next set of batches are starting from the 8th September. So today is 6th, so we are having some time left. You can join to these courses, you can have a discussion. You can go to the Unacademy portal, so there you'll be getting the helpline. You can contact over the phone or through chat. You can get more and more idea and clear your doubts. A to Z technical and aptitude skills. A to Z technical and aptitude skills and top educators of the company, of the country, and then weekly company specific mock tests. So that's a great advantage here. You can go for weekly company specific mock tests for practicing. PDF study material, unlimited access to the tests and dedicated doubt clearing sessions. The course will be conducted majorly in English and notes will be provided in English. The course will be conducted in English and the notes will be provided in English. So that's the case. We're having 3 batches are there, Hall of Fame. So prepare for dream companies such as the Deloitte, Ernst & Young and Samsung and others. So these are the batches. So the corresponding it will be conducted. Achievers batch, there is a prepare for TCS, Infosys, Wipro test and interview with our specially designed batch. So these are the educators. I'm also there in the team in the both batches. And batch of titles, top educators from top categories of the company will help you to crack your goal. To help you to crack your goal. So this is the batch of titans. I hope that you got me. Campus placement IT job test series. Follow us to know more about the new test series and check our preparation. Check your preparation to crack your dream company. And this will be starting from the 4th September 2021. So this is a campus placement IT job test series. You can communicate at the Unacademy portal through chat or by over the phone. You'll be getting more details about this particular offer. So top educators from categories like GATE, CAT, competitive programming come together to help you to crack your dream company. So these are the band of faculties. This course will be taught majorly in English and notes will be provided in English. Now all of you are very much eager to know about the course fees and other formalities. So for the 12 months course, if you do the registration for 12 months course, will be the charges will be 1083 per month and total will be 13,000 for 12 months course. Very logical course fees regarding the level of the service you are going to get. For the 6 months, we'll be going for the 1250 per month. For the 6 months registration, we're supposed to pay 1250 per month, and then the total course fee is our 7,500. For 3 months registration, your course fee will be 1667 per month and total will be of 5,000. So in this way you can find that there are multiple ways to get yourself registered according to your purpose and requirement, but obviously 12 months course means you'll be getting more space, more breathing area to learn the subject in a very constructive way. So all set and let's crack it. So this is the IT placement. This is for the campus placement exams preparation. Okay, you can join this particular course. Now my students, I'm asking you some quiz questions, please answer. Give me the answer, please. Anyone give me the answer? Are you getting the logic of this series? Each and every fifth term is the sum of its previous four terms. Each and every fifth term is the sum of its previous four terms. Can you tell me the logic? What is the logic? What is the output? ABCD. Output will be 16. Why? Because you see, it is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, then some term. 5, 6, 7, 8, then some term. 9, 10, 11, 12, then some term. 13, 14, 15, 16. So these are 19 term. How to get it? For the first bunch, the fourth term is 4. For the second bunch, the fourth term is 8. For the third bunch, fourth term is 12. For the fourth bunch, fourth term should be 16, because actually it is coming as this bunch number into 4. 1, then 4, 2, then 8, 3, then 12, 4, then 16, and 16 is the 19th term of the series. 16 is the 19th term of the series. Okay, got my point? Answer this. Answer this question. Next quiz. What will be the answer? Any reply? Yes, Shirsho. A flowchart can have an infinite loop if the loop terminating condition is only x, where x is having the value 10. A flowchart can have an infinite loop if the loop termination condition is only x, where x is having value 10. Yes, Isho, I'm doing good. How are you? Answer will be true, because x is equal to 10 means 10 is a non-zero number. Always remember, all the numbers which are positive or negative but not equal to 0 will be treated as true, and any number if it is 0 then it will be treated as false. So that's why if we have one condition with x and where x is having the value 10, then obviously the condition will remain always true, so the loop will be forming is infinite loop. Yes, Shishu, thank you. Okay, next. How many times a loop will be executed? How many times the loop will be executed? This is the last question for today. Answer this. How many times a loop will be executed? Answer this question. Here the answer will be this one. 4 times the loop will be executed. Why? Because x you have starting with 10 and I you have started with 1. So 10 greater than equal to 1, so first time loop will be executed. I will be increased by 2, 10 will become 9. 9 is greater than equal to 2, yes, second time loop will be executed. I will be increased by I is equal to 3 here, because I is equal to I plus 2 and x is equal to x minus 1. So now it will become 5 and it will become 8. 8 is greater than equal to 5, so third time the loop will be executed. Now I is equal to I plus 2 and x is equal to x minus 1. So 7 is greater than equal to 7, fourth time the loop will be executed. Now it will become 9 and it will become 6. 6 greater than equal to 9 is false, so loop cannot be executed. So in total it will get executed for 4 times, so answer will be 4 times. So thank you for this, Dilip. Okay, yes, thank you for being with me for the long duration of 2 hours time. So let us meet day after tomorrow at 11 AM on the subject next class on loop control. Thank you and have a nice day ahead. Keep practicing. I've given you the homework. Do the practice on the homework, solve some problem. You'll be getting more and more confidences. Terminating the class, my students.